attention, please. About to start the show, better take your seats. It's been a while, but I'm back on top. To the world is mine, I don't plan to stop. It's time to let the curtain rise. We're gonna shake the room, we're gonna all night. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the knockdown, drag out, stand up, get loud? This is how we get down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet, get on out the door, take it to the street.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Online Wave Talk, brought to you by Good Neighbors Philippines. Wave Talk is a locally unique gathering that will unchain mind-blowing conversation, innovativeness, and inspiration with the theme, Empowered Through Social Responsibility. Tonight is our last episode of Online Wave Talk with Antoinette Taus, an award-winning Filipino-American actress, sharing with us how important our role in making an impact for our environment.
Now this is how we get down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's time to let the curtain rise. We're gonna shake the room. We're gonna all night. Are you ready? 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 Are you ready for the knockdown, drag out, stand up, get loud? This is how we get down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, attention, please. About to start the show, better take your seats. It's been a while, but I'm back on top. To the world is mine, I don't plan to stop. It's time to let the curtain rise. We're gonna shake the room, we're gonna all night. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
We are also live on our Department of Education's Youth Formation Division official Facebook page, who has been in support to our Online Wave Talk. Maraming salamat, DepEd, at maraming salamat sa ating mga magigiting na guro. We would also like to thank our major sponsor for this Online Wave Talk, Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. Thank you so much!
It's time to let the curtain rise. We're gonna shake the room. We're gonna all night. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the knockdown, drag out, stand up, get loud? This is how we get down.
our program will begin shortly. So we invite everyone to tag or share this with your friends and family so they can be part of the wave. And don't forget to type where are you watching so you can be recognized and we can find out where are the waves are coming from. Good evening, good online wave makers.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's time to let the
Dr. Reynabel Reyna Reyes.
We have satellites, thousands of satellites surrounding the Earth. And this technology now allows us to monitor our resources, and it also allows us to take care of our natural environment, our water and on water and on land. So citizen scientists are ordinary people like you, students, teachers, environmental advocates, who collaborate with scientists and researchers like me to advance science, to advance research, and learn more about our environment, and also to help protect our environment. But all this space data has to be processed, analyzed, and used. And it takes a whole network, it takes all of us to make this work to protect the Earth.
Mr. Antonio Tonyo Flores.
So many developments, so many exciting developments are happening across science and technology. But often, marginalized communities don't have access to these technologies. And we'd like to think that one of the major things or major purposes that we need to focus on is to make sure that these basic services are being accessed by farmers. We'd like to think that crises are portals for transformation. So there is an opportunity here, and that these crises are actually something that we can leverage, we can turn into a service, we can turn into a career, we can turn into a product, whatever it is. Who do we create value with, together with?
Good evening, wave makers. Again, welcome to the online Wave Talk brought to you by Good Neighbors Philippines. How is everyone doing? What you have learned from the previous 2 episodes? Tonight is the last episode, but definitely not the least. So let us find out, let us know what you have learned from the previous episodes of online event. With our first episode, we have Dr. Rina Reyes. With our second episode, we have Mr. Tonyo Flores. Let us find out, let us know what you have learned from them so far. Okay, acknowledging all the presence of our online viewers, our online wave makers, all students and scholars coming from different parts of the country. We have from Rizal, we have from Hagonoy, Bulacan, we also have from Davao de Oro, we also have from Giwan Samar, and also good evening to our magigiting na educators, our teachers. So what you have learned from our 2 episodes? Okay, good evening everyone. I think a lot of things you have learned from the 2 episodes. Okay, so keep on posting. Drop it down in the comment section to find out what you have learned. Okay, there is. Watching from Pugad, Hagonoy, Bulacan. Good evening. Good evening also, Miss Elaine Kalakat. Watching from Bulacan. Okay, also from Bulacan, Justin Javier. Okay, I think a lot of our online viewers, online wave makers are still processing what they have learned from the 2 episodes. Okay, tonight, before we get to the talk of Miss Antoinette Taus, the one and only Filipino-American award-winning actress and the Goodwill Ambassador, we will be having a short giveaway, just like the same with the 2 episodes, for our online viewers on the Facebook Live and the YouTube Live. Are you all excited, online wave makers? Drop on the comment section and type yes na yes if you are ready to win those amazing prizes sponsored by Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. Hey, type yes na yes if you are ready, because we will not continue if you are not ready. Okay, thank you. Yes na yes. Okay. Yan, I'm still acknowledging all the presence of our online viewers coming from different parts of the country. Okay. Yes na yes from Miss Ronaldine. Good evening. Good evening also, Miss Marian. Yes na yes. Yes na yes. I think everyone are ready to win again all the amazing prizes sponsored by Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. But before that, here are the winners from the last episode's giveaway game. Congratulations to our winners of headphones. Winner number 1, we have, congratulations, Miss Everlyn Mansilongan Mira, China Marie Aduna, Nikki De La Cruz, Jovet Gabutero Tubiano, and Althea Roa. Again, here are the winners of our headphones from the second episode. Everlyn Mansilongan Mira, China Marie Aduna, Nikki De La Cruz, Jovet Gabutero Tubiano, and Miss Althea Roa. Congratulations! Always check your inbox as we directly message you on how you're going to claim your prize. For the winners of Thermoplast Tumbler, congratulations, all winners! We have Dennis Claro, we have Romel P. Atienza, Kevin Carl Ibanez, Janet Rasonabe, and Chari Humawan de la Cruz. Again, here are the winners of our Thermoplast Tumbler. We have Dennis Claro, Romel P. Atienza, Kevin Carl Ibanez, Janet Rasonabe, and Chari Humawan de la Cruz. Congratulations, and the same, always check your inbox as we directly message you on how you're going to claim all your prizes. It's sponsored by Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. This time, this time we will be giving you the giveaway for tonight's episode. Okay, how are you going to win for this episode's giveaway game? We will still be flashing the mechanics, so make sure to focus on your screen and get the chance to win those amazing prizes. Okay, for the headphones, here are the mechanics. Winners, always online viewers, focus on the screen as we will be flashing the mechanics. First, all participants are encouraged to be active in the comment section. Second, comment as many as you want and as many as you can. Third, the interval for this giveaway game, this episode, is in every 18th comment, meaning ang pang-18 magko-comment, ang siyang mananalo. Ang may interval na pang-18, ang siyang mananalo, ibig sabihin, commenters who will place in 18th, 36, 54, 72, and 90 are all winners for this giveaway. Again, winners will be chosen from YouTube live streaming and Facebook live streaming. So how are you going to win? What are you going to comment this night? You are going to comment, I am a wave maker, and tag 3 of your friends. Again, I am a wave maker, and tag 3 of your friends. Reminders for all our online viewers, once you comment I am wave maker without tagging 3 of your friends, you are not eligible to win our prizes. So make sure to tag your friends so you can be part of the wave and you can be part of the winners. Okay. So congratulations in advance to all our winners. So keep typing I am a wave maker and tag 3 of your friends. Also, we will still have another giveaway by the end of the program. So make sure to be with us until the very end of this episode. This time, before we get into Miss Antoinette Taus talk, let's watch the last performance of First One.
And for our last but certainly not the least song, this song is actually our comeback song.
Yes, and our next song is entitled Shout Out, which is also our recent comeback song that released last January. And we made this song po as a tribute po sa lahat po ng Filipino soldiers na tumulong po sa Korean War ni Battle of Filtong noong 1950s. So this is for our yung appreciation po namin, mapakita po namin sa mga Filipino soldiers.
Yes, it's entitled Shout Out, and it's time to shout out, being socially responsible. in this life. Let's go. Our final song, but certainly not the least. First one! Wait, You ready? First one.
Sige ka na lang sumabay lahat, itaas kamay. Sumayaw sa agos at walang iwanan, it's okay.
Palakpak ay simulan, mag-isa lumaban lang. Tara natin pagsita ang tunay na kakayahan. Welcome to the jungle, watch out, you know you're in trouble, trouble. Sa tabi ang iyong mga alinlangan, lakasan na para veteran double, trouble, chill. Walang minute na mag-make you see. Ready action, it's like a movie. Cause we play, get me, you know me. Tough like a warrior, walking on the carpet. Tumigil man mundo, tick-tock, tock, tock. Walang makakapigil sa sitaw na yung damdamin sa tutol lahat na ibigay. Hinanapan malaban.
Hawakan na lagi, kamay halina, sumabay.
La 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 la.
Sumigaw siya!
Sumigaw siya! Tutuwin para sa'yo. La 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 la.
That's what how we roll! Sumigaw siya!
So I'm ready to go. It's time to show all the best in me. Relax ka lang, sumunod ka lang. Kung sa paradise, now let me see. No time to be lazy. Lahat ng harap wala way, break free. I'm on fire with the passion, take me to a way. Hayaan natin na mundo na ba?
Tumigil man mundo, tick-tock, tock, tock. Walang makakapigil sa sigaw na yung damdamin.
Sa tutong lahat ay ibigay. Sinagapan malumbay. Hawakan na lagi, kamay halik at sumabay. La 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 la.
Sumigaw siya! Sumigaw siya!
Tuloy para sa'yo. Wala na. La 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 la. That's how we roll.
Sumigaw siya!
Sa paglubog man ng araw, ang buwan ang iyong makikita. We're gonna make it this night. Mga pangarap sa'yo, matay nagding-ding-ding. Parang bituin.
Let's get it shot to the sky! Sumigaw siya!
Let's go!
Sumigaw siya!
Tuloy para sa'yo.
That's what how we roll! Sumigaw siya!
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Sumigaw siya!
Start at the end.
Growing up to be first, we are first one.
Thank you so much,
very much,
guys. We love you.
Yeah!
Thank you so much po.
Kamsahamnida! Thank you so much. Give it up for our best boys on the stage. First one.
Thank you, po.
Great job. I know this is not the last time that we'll be seeing you. And let me just say this, we are looking at the current and the future of P-pop. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That means a lot po, Sir Robi.
Maraming salamat. We hope to have you again in our future engagements. All right?
Anytime po, anytime.
Anytime. Sir Lee, okay?
Yolak 주세요.
We have lots of footage right here. 감사합니다. 곡좀
감사합니다.
사랑해 bibimbap.
사랑해요.
And all that jazz in between. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our best boys, Ace, Alpha, J, Joker, Max, and Jason, collectively known as First One. Thank you. All right.
everyone. Welcome back to Wave Talk. Here's our host, Mr. Robi Domingo.
You. MK. 50 years in the industry. Thank you. I love you so much, dude. But hey, welcome back to Wave Talk 2022. We talked about the power of technological and industrialization, revolution. We talked about entrepreneurship. Now let's talk about something else. It has never been clearer that the climate crisis is one of the most urgent emergencies facing the world and our society, just like what we're experiencing today. Correct? And driving action for climate change will provide young people with the latest information regarding greenhouse emissions, which is why it is of utmost importance to open this discussion of urgency for climate action. But how can young people like us help in mitigating climate change and do our part in taking care of the planet? We're just so young. The planet is so big. That is the question we'll be trying to answer right now. Our next Wave Talk speaker will be able to share some tips for us on how to do just that. She is an award-winning actress, singer, host, and Goodwill Ambassador for the United Nations Environment Program. And combining her experience with her long-standing dedication to people and the planet, she has founded CORA, or Communities Organized for Resource Allocation, a non-profit organization dedicated to creating sustainable programs that empower volunteers, women, and the youth in contributing to the solutions to the world's most pressing social and environmental issues. She is a hero. She is also the founder of the Sustainable Planet, a purpose-driven business centered on improving the lives of our indigenous peoples, women, and vulnerable Filipino communities through various livelihood programs. She passionately advocates for the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, speaking about urgent global challenges pertaining to plastic pollution, climate change, gender equality, mental health, and of course, sustainability. She is dedicated to empowering the youth to take the lead as change makers and wave makers in the transition to a future centered on the betterment of everyone without leaving anyone behind. Galing. Talking about the importance of driving urgent action to combat climate change. Everyone, let's all welcome one of my best idols in the whole wide world, the one, the only Miss Antoinette Taus.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. And oh my gosh, thank you, Robbie, for that wonderful introduction. So kind and so sweet. Thank you. And hello, wave makers, change makers, youth leaders, heroes. Hello, good afternoon, good day to you all. And truly, I am so honored to have been invited to be with you all today, to share my humble story of why I'm even really doing what I'm doing today, why I ended even up being here with you. I would first, of course, like to begin with thanking Good Neighbors International Philippines for putting together Wave Talk, the first. And of course, this 2022, it truly is meaningful, crucial, urgent, and impactful to bring more people together, most especially young people, to talk about steps forward that need to be done today, now, action that we need right now because of what's happening across the world. And of course, as we look at empowering through social responsibility, sometimes, or maybe in the past, there's a tendency to think of this as a seasonal thing or only a certain time of the year, a certain time of the month, or maybe not for everyone. But in reality, we all have a responsibility to build a better world, and we all play a part, our own special role. I actually don't want to call it little. It may be a humble thing to say that it's our own little contribution, but in reality, the fact that we even exist in this world, the fact that you are here, you are here, you are here, you are here, you all have a purpose and a reason for existing. And I always begin with reminding everyone that you have that right there in your fingerprint. Imagine you were born to be so unique, from your teeny tiny fingerprint to every single part of who you are, from the way you look, but more than that, to your skills, your brilliance, your feelings, your passions, your emotions, your experiences. All those things combined become a part of who you truly are and the impact that you make on the world. Interestingly enough, someone had asked me yesterday, I spoke at an event, and they asked me what was my background aside from being in the entertainment industry. And just for reference, for those that are not aware, of course, of my past career, not really past career, but something that really was my priority before was being in entertainment. And when they asked me that, it's really difficult for me to answer that question because I've really just been an artist all my life. I mean, I went to school and I did my best when I studied. And of course, at the end of the day, you know, even living my life as a young girl, social responsibility was something that was embedded because of my mom. But I didn't really grow up as an environmentalist. I didn't really grow up speaking of sustainability. Believe it or not, I was born in 1981. I'm an 80s baby. And it's only in this decade that I really came across these words, these conversations, these topics, these urgent issues that are becoming a reality. Even when it comes to plastic pollution, I was actually really shocked about the facts that I found out. It lasts forever. Wildlife across the world is dying. It's in our blood. Research has found plastic in our blood, microplastics, the fact that it lasts forever. Little things like that truly shocked me. And in a way, I feel possibly drove me into action to make me think, first of all, I need to post about this. I need to talk about this more. I need to share this. Like, how come I just found out about this now in my 30s? How is that possible? And so for young people to be empowered at such a young age gives them the capacity to mold the steps of their life forward in a more sustainable way, even to really pattern it in a way that follows possibly heroes and leaders that they look up to. And not just that, for the dreams that they may have, ideas that no one else has even come up with, that maybe they thought is not possible, but can be used to solve problems. Because when we speak of issues, it's actually always an opportunity to become the one, or to become a part of who creates the solution to that, who creates the change. And for CORA, it began with a simple feeding program. CORA is a nonprofit organization that really started with the power of volunteers, friends, family, strangers that became friends and now family because of the experiences we've had together. And these are just genuine, incredible human beings from all walks of life. And we work with a lot of kids, with a lot of youth, with different schools and change makers to do simple things like put together meals or do coastal cleanups or plant trees. And in this way, there's already significant learning. When you pick something up from Manila Bay, when we're there every month, there's always that learning experience of, oh my gosh, this is in my household. Why is this even in my household as well? And what can I do to make it better? And learning about why we plant trees. Now, for the simple feeding program that we did, we were shocked to find out that across the world, each year, 1/3 of all food produced is thrown away. It's wasted. Not just from our homes, our tables, in restaurants, but even in farms, in factories, in stores that can't sell products. And a lot of these go to waste. But shockingly, just 1/4 of that 1/3 that we throw away is already enough to end world hunger. That was one of the first facts I found out that, oh my goodness gracious, I didn't even know what to do at first, how to address it, speak about it, act upon it, and it turned into a humble feeding program. But we were also shocked to find out that food waste, if it were a country, would be the 3rd largest greenhouse gas emitter in the world. And that's just food waste, where we still got to talk about the real issues here, like fossil fuels, animal agriculture, our consumerism, the way products are made. But as we look at all of that, There's so many topics that I could talk about, but we only have 15 minutes. And I'm really doing my best to try to just give you an overview of what can we really do. Now, yes, there are tips I could possibly give you, but I'm sure you've heard of a lot of them already, from bringing your own tumbler to using your eco bag, conserving energy. But in reality, true change comes from systemic change, comes from government action, comes from accountable leadership that thinks of both people and the planet. And not just that, aside from government leadership, from business unusual. We say business unusual because it cannot just be about profit. It actually should always be about purpose. If we really think about why was business even there in the first place, why were products made? To serve a need, a vital need that each of us has, whether it's the food we need to eat, the clothes we wear, medicine, ways to keep us healthy, but it never should have been about excess. So when we look at that, once again, government action and business unusual allow all of us to be able to participate collectively, because yes, our collective actions matter incredibly. But at the end of the day, without the first two, it's still not going to be enough. But one more collective action that we can take that is the most powerful of all is, of course, to participate in voting, to supporting policies that put people in the planet together as an equally important aspect of our mission. This is what is called intersectional. Sometimes we say, oh, I'm a humanitarian or I'm an environmentalist. I actually used to get so confused as well. I'm like, but I'm also a climate warrior, but I also love the ocean, but I also love the forest. So it's quite a difficult thing to try to label anything. But in reality, there should be no labels, whether it's gender or the missions that we look forward to. Because intersectional means whatever happens to the environment affects people. And whatever people do, the decisions we make every day, the actions we make every day, impact the planet directly. And so this is a continuous circle that can actually be a wonderful circle of life, a sustainable circle of life, if we can really believe in each of our capabilities to make a difference. And it's not about being in nonprofit work, actually. It really isn't, because we all have a part to play. Yes, nonprofit work is also important. Government work is important, public service. Being a responsible business owner is important. Being an artist that inspires and leads people down the right path is important. I cannot live without music and art and entertainment. And people forget that even the simple act of the jobs that we have every day, whether it's food service, waste management, being out in the rain, in climate change, during traffic, directing people to get home safely. We all can use the gifts, the jobs, the opportunities we have to gear it towards always thinking of, will this make a good impact on the environment and on the people around me? Will how I speak and share my words today inspire the people around me, or maybe even save a life for someone who might be going through something that they thought was hopeless? Everything you do every day makes an impact on the world around you. So never, ever underestimate the power that you all have to make a difference every single minute of the day. Once again, it's very humbling for me to be sharing all of this, because this really isn't the path that I thought my life was going to take. But to be able to contribute, even just as a volunteer, has been empowering, not just for me, but to the people that we've been working with, to the youth, to the children, and most especially the communities that we work with. Before I move on and end my quick 15 minutes, which I think I've already gone over, I'm not quite sure, I just wanted to talk about climate change really quickly. So as we look at the situation of climate change, the Philippines, sadly, is one of those cases where across the world, we are already scientifically known, backed by research, to be the number one, if not the first, the second, the third most vulnerable country to climate change in the world. And we are seeing that every single year. Today, it's happening across our country. We're losing lives again. People are losing loved ones and family members due to paeng, which is here in the Philippines right now. And our country is actually being destructive disrupted by at least 20 typhoons every single year. Typhoon Haiyan, Yolanda was actually known to be the strongest storm ever recorded to hit landfall. Imagine that in the Philippines. So when we talk about carbon emissions, as a nation, we only actually have a small contribution to global emissions. But that does not mean that we should not act to defend and contribute to action itself, because it is our own people. It is our own nation directly being impacted by what is happening right now. The video you were seeing right here is actually our mangrove planting initiative called Woman Grove Warriors, because it's led by women, of course, rehabilitating and growing mangrove forests in Leyte, Philippines. So Leyte and Samar are two of the most heavily destructed areas when it comes to typhoons. Thousands of lives have been lost, and mangroves are just one of the super solutions that coastal countries, coastal communities, especially like the Philippines, can use to help fight climate change. So first, by having them present in coastal areas, they block tsunamis and storm surges. So even when the big waves come, these mangrove trees stay resilient and serve as a protective barrier and wall. More than that, mangroves actually are extra special. Every forest, every tree has their special quality and contribution to the environment, but mangroves can absorb 4 to 10 times more carbon than any other tree on Earth, helping fight climate change literally. Plus, it is incredible for biodiversity because 75% of commercial fish species spend their young life in mangroves, plus the birds, the bees, and so much more. So just looking at one example of nature-based solutions that put communities at the forefront to lead the action. So for those of you looking to work with more communities, they are the ones at the forefront that can be the leaders to really make sure that these programs are brought forward sustainably, because they are the ones there. They are the ones whose lives are at stake. And they also have a lot of skill, knowledge that we are not aware of, that they can contribute to so many solutions as well. And so those are just some of the initiatives that we are working on, aside from waste management initiatives to give back to communities. I hope that you can learn more from our website and, of course, from our social media pages as well. But once again, to each of you, whatever your dream is, I always say one of my things that I thought might have been probably a weakness, but I've been trying to use for the benefit of all, is my talkativeness. So I used to be called so madaldal all throughout my life. Madaldal means talkative in Filipino. And nowadays I'm like, okay, I can use my speed talking on days like these. Once again, I'd like to thank Good Neighbors International Philippines for inviting me to join you for Wave Talk. And I really, really hope that all of you will continue to be inspired. And remember that you have a special, unique role to play in changing the world. Move with love, move with courage, so you can take action. And remember, you have a purpose.
We all have witnessed the talk of Miss Antoinette Taus, and we hope that everyone, that all online wave makers learned a lot from her. Comment now in the comment section what are the messages that you get from Miss Antoinette Taus that struck you the most. So let's see what you have learned from her talk. Also, I am now closing the entries from the I Am the Wave Maker giveaway. I am now officially closing all entries for the I Am a Wave Maker giveaway. So going back, what you have learned from the talk of Miss Antoinette Taus? Comment now what you have learned. Oh, here, our supporter here coming from Bulacan, Miss Elaine Calacat. We want to be the generation that achieves zero hunger. I really love that, because that is really happening now, and it's really relevant to our situation now. We also have here, again, all entries of the I Am Wave Maker are officially closed at this moment. All entries for the I Am a Wave Maker giveaway is officially closed as of this moment. Now I am waiting for all your comments on what you have learned from Miss Antoinette Taus. We have here from Jamaila Ramorate. Everyone has a purpose and differences that make you unique. That is right. Everyone has a purpose and the differences that makes you unique. We also have here Miss Salve. Move with love. Since it's a love, and this month is a gift giving, I think it's a love Christmas also. So this time, we will be having another giveaway. So again, we invite everyone to participate. And as we will be flashing the mechanics on the second giveaway for you guys, is still sponsored by Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. For this giveaway, you will win Thermoplast Tumbler. So this is the mechanics on how you will win. Comment the best phrase that you have learned from Miss Antoinette Taus. Comment the best phrase that you have learned from Miss Antoinette Taus. For this giveaway event, Good Neighbors Philippines is again will be the one who will choose the winners. The phrase or words that really give impact will be the winners. And this time, we will not be announcing it on the last episode because there is no more episode. Instead, we will be posting it to our official Facebook account. So, everyone, online wave makers, follow and like the official Facebook page of Good Neighbors so you are posted when the winners are being posted to our official page. This time, we will give everyone until the end of the program to comment their phrases to count on our giveaway. So comment the best phrase that you have learned from Miss Antoinette Taus. Now, let us watch and be fascinated to the one and only Miss Antoinette Taus as she gave us a special number as she sung the Sustainable Development Goals.
To thank you for listening to my talk as well. I have a special song that I would like to share with all of you. The Sustainable Development Goals are a huge passion of mine. Are you guys familiar with SDGs? The global goals for sustainable development, there's 17 of them. So when I learned about it, I was so keen on, oh my gosh, I want to remember all 17. How am I going to do this? So the artist in me, actually, funny enough, because I've always been a singer, but not really a rapper, but I've always had a frustration for rapping. I ended up creating this mini rap to help me remember the SDGs. So I've combined it into this, one of my favorite songs by Matis Yahoo. And I also hope that you guys can join me in singing today. And I hope this also helps you remember the SDGs in your own way, somehow. Thanks. So I'm also a newbie on the ukulele. We were coming back from a flight from a mission with the amazing Gina Lopez and was waiting at a cafe. It happened to be a ukulele cafe. We were there for a few hours and finally I was like, let me try this out. So this mission has brought much more to my life than I have ever imagined. And this is for all of you. God bless you all.
Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. And I pray, don't take me soon. I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day. Your turn, guys, come on. All right. It's not about win and lose, 'cause we all lose when they feed on souls of the innocent, blood-drenched pavement. Keep on moving though the waters stay raging. In this maze, you can lose your way. Your way, it might drive you crazy, but don't let it phase you. No way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play one day, one day, one day. Oh, your turn. One day. All right, here's the global goals. Eradicate poverty across the world. Zero hunger for every boy and girl. Good health, well-being, coast to coast. Quality education we need the most. Gender equality for all to see. Clean water, sanitation, clean energy. Decent work, economic growth. Industry, infrastructure, innovation. Reduced inequalities for every nation. Sustainable cities and communities. Responsible production and consumption, please. Climate action, that's the plan. Protect life below water and life on land. Peace, justice, strong institutions. Partners for the goal are the solution. Spread the good word across the land. Tell the whole world about the plan. Get ready 2030, that's the year. Human beings won't live in fear. Calling all earthlings everywhere. It's time to take action if you care. Hand in hand, together we can. 17 goals, one master plan. One day this all will change. Treat people the same. Stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom like why oh, 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 yeah, yeah. All my life I've been waiting for, sing with me, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play one day, one day, one day. Your turn. Someday, someday, maybe someday, someday, yeah.
Thank you so much. And always remember, no matter what, anything is possible when we come together. Thank you.
And now, you know the reason why I told you she's one of my idols. Thank you so much. Again, palakpakan po natin Ms. Antoinette Taus. One day hopefully begins today.
That's it, Wave Makers! You've witnessed all the episodes for this year's Wave Talk event. But with that, sino nakaka-relate dito sa SDG goals? So kaway-kaway, say hi to everyone, to all online Wave Makers na nakaka-relate sa SDG goals as being sung by Miss Antoinette Taus. Part of her song ay ang 17 Sustainable Development Goals. For this year's online Wave Talk event, with the theme Empower Through Social Responsibility, that is my challenge for everyone, for all online wave makers. how can you be socially responsible given all the problems and concerns we are facing nowadays? Okay? So paano nga ba natin matuturn or may empower ang ating youth, ang youth generation ngayon to be socially responsible? We've witnessed 3 episodes with Dr. Rina Reyes, with Mr. Tonyo Flores, and now with Miss Antoinette Taus. So giving you those lens, it will give you also the idea on how those youth, we are the youth, can be socially responsible. So for this one, before we end this program, another giveaway for you will be given. But this time, this is the major giveaway that we will be having, and it still is sponsored by Filipino-Amusement and Gaming Corporation. How you will win for this giveaway game? This is my question. What are your key takeaways and realization with all the episodes? Again, this is the question for the major giveaway prize. What are your key takeaways or your realization with all the episodes? Not just with this episode, but from episode 1 up to the episode 3. Second, post it on your Facebook account with your best photo of actions on making change, and make sure that it is publicly shared. Again, post it on your official Facebook account with your best photo of actions and making change, and make sure that it is publicly shared. Third, use the hashtag WaveTalk2022, hashtag empowered, hashtag good neighbors PH, and hashtag the first wave. And last, number 4, tag Good Neighbors Philippines, so we can find out and we can know who are the online wave makers who have all the takeaways and learned from all our episodes. Okay, so that's it. Post all your learnings and key takeaways from all 3 episodes, and you will get the chance to win smartwatch. It's sponsored by Filipino-Amusement and Gaming Corporation. Let's check the comment section if there are still online wave makers on our Facebook Live. Here we have Althea Jane. She said that one step towards sustainable development can make a difference in the world. That's right. We also have here Joy Ski Rose. Youth need to be responsible. But again, the question, why? How can we make our youth responsible or socially responsible? We have here from Dennis, we can make change if we are together. We also have here, real change comes from systemic change. Okay, we also have here, be the solution. We also have here, protect our Mother Earth with the mix of love. Okay, so that's it. Okay, thank you, Wave Makers, for being with us until the last episode of Online Wave Talk. We're very much happy having you with this online event, together with all the students and scholars coming from different parts of the country and all our teachers. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. This has been your Kuya Red, and always remember, we are the Wave Maker, and we can make wave-like action and ripples of change if we can come together. Good evening, everyone. Good night. And thank you, online wave makers.
I'm just really grateful Good Neighbors International Philippines made the Wave Talk, and this is just the first one. Expect to have more talks in the future, which are very timely, and we'll be discussing about the importance and the power of youth today. So here, we talked about the importance of our industrialization and technological revolution, the importance of being involved in agriculture, and how can the youth battle climate change. Very important topics, and what I got from the whole talk is what we said earlier in the beginning, and that is going back to our mission and vision, which is youth are the future, youth are the hope, and it's time to create that big wave, because we know youth is the power.
Of the term social responsibility, lahat po tayo may kanya-kanyang responsibilidad talaga sa mundo. Like, no matter what your job is, if you're a photographer, if you're a scientist, politician, artists. Parang as artists po, parang we were able to, actually before po kami sumampa sa stage, we were really talking like each lyric that we have, each song that we have, conveys a message. So it's our mission to then translate that message to our audience na nandito, an audience na makananonood live, and hopefully ma-inspire sila. Because I think as artists, and especially as singers, it's our like canvas, parang painting, it's our canvas para makita nila and makita nila how this social responsibility of ours translates to them.